that Jamie is forced to flee from Philadelphia and has abducted Lord John, who is thinking all the way out of the city that he's about to be killed, and, worrying about the people he's leaving unprotected. And he's so keyed up by the time they finally stop that he just blurts out the awful truth, in response to which Jamie just looks at him and says, "Oh, why?" Well, this is what happened next. He'd been quite resigned to dying. Had expected it from the moment that he blurted out, "I have had carnal knowledge of your wife." The only question in his mind had been whether Fraser would shoot him, stab him, or eviscerate him with his bare hands. To have the injured husband regard him calmly and say merely, "Oh, why?" was not merely unexpected, but infamous, absolutely infamous. "Why?" John Gray repeated, incredulous. "Did you say why?" "I did, and I should appreciate an answer." Now that Gray had both eyes open, he could see that Fraser's outward calm was not quite so impervious as he'd first supposed. There was a pulse beating in Fraser's temple, and he'd shifted his weight a little, like a man might do in the vicinity of a tavern brawl. Not quite ready to commit violence, but readying himself to meet it. Perversely, Gray found this sight steadying. "What do you bloody mean, why?" he said, suddenly irritated. "And why aren't you fucking dead?" "I often wonder that myself," Fraser replied politely. "I take it you thought I was." "Yes, and so did your wife. Do you have the faintest idea what the knowledge of your death did to her?" The dark blue eyes narrowed just a trifle. "Are you implying that the news of my death deranged her to such an extent that she lost her reason and took you to her bed by force?" "Because," he went on, neatly cutting off Gray's heated reply, "unless I've been seriously misled regarding your own nature, it would take substantial force to compel you to any such action. Or am I wrong?" The eyes stayed narrow. Gray stared back at them. Then he closed his eyes briefly and rubbed both hands hard over his face, like a man waking from nightmare. He dropped his hands and opened his eyes again. "You are not misled," he said through clenched teeth, "and you are wrong." Fraser's ruddy eyebrows shot up. In genuine astonishment, he thought. "You won't tell her because, from desire?" His voice rose too. "And she let you? I didn't believe it." The color was creeping up Fraser's tanned neck, vivid as a climbing rose. Gray had seen that happen before, and decided recklessly that the best, the only, defense was to lose his own temper first. It was a relief. "We thought you were dead, you bloody arsehole," he said, furious. "Both of us. Dead. And we took too much to drink one night. Very much too much. We spoke of you, and damn you, neither one of us was making love to the other. We were fucking you." Fraser's face went abruptly blank and his jaw dropped. Gray enjoyed one split second of satisfaction at the sight before a massive fist came up hard beneath his ribs, and he hurtled backwards, staggered a few steps further, and fell. He lay in the leaves, completely winded, mouth opening and closing like an automaton. "All right then," he thought dimly, "bare hands it is." The hands wrapped themselves in his shirt and jerked him to his feet. He managed to stand, and a wisp of air seeped into his lungs. Fraser's face was an inch from his. Fraser was in fact so close that he couldn't see the man's expression. Only a close-up view of two bloodshot blue eyes, both of them berserk. That was enough. He felt quite calm now. It wouldn't take long. "You tell me exactly what happened, you filthy pervert," Fraser whispered, his breath hot on Gray's face and smelling of ale. He shook Gray slightly. "Every word, every emotion, everything." Gray got just enough breath to answer. "No," he said definitely. "Go ahead and kill me."